Hello guys, and welcome to my new playthrough of Katawa Shoujo. So well, actually I'll turn on the music, whatever. So I decided to do this because after my first session of Don't Take It Personally, Babe, It Just Ain't Your Story, I wanted to do a different game at the same time with it. So now I'm going to be doing Wednesdays, Thursdays, Katawa Shoujo, and the rest of the days are Don't Take It Personally, Babe. So here at the start screen, I love the music already. It's sad, but it's happy at the same time, and it's really sweet. The thing about Katawa Shoujo is that I haven't played this game at all. I've seen a little bit of it from other YouTube videos, but I haven't played this game. And it's free to play, so whatever. Katawa Shoujo, a little fact, it means crippled girls in English. That's a literal translation, or it can mean disability girls. And let's get started. Oh, they didn't change the mouse. I'll change it later. Oh, by the way, I'm voice acting and my reading of things is terrible because I can't speak Harvard English that well. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Hisao? Is that a boy? Can I pretend to be a girl? I don't, just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 o'clock p.m. Ah, yes, the note. Slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. Yeah. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of the time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hi, Hisao? You came? A hesitantly, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face its voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Oh, I am a boy. Whatever. I can't do boys' voices. Iwanako? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it. I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Pathetic. Yes. I asked a friend to give it... Oh my god. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. What? My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for itself. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of the wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Why did the music stop playing? Her eyes locked with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I'd even force a word out if I tried. You see? I wanted to know. Okay, the heartbeat is scaring me a lot. If you would go out with me. I stand there, motionless, safe from my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hisao? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Hisao? My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. God. Okay, the heartbeat is really scaring me. Hisao! The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me, all these fade to black. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of branches above. Wow. Did I faint or something? Worley Studio presents Katawa Shoujo. Oh, they have animation. Oh, nice. I feel like I'm in an anime. God, the animation is so good. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Even the background has animation. Or it did before I said that. Now it does. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is pretty long. Oh my god. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So, I've had plenty of times to come to terms with my situation. Is this music from Harry Potter? Whatever that word is. A strange word. A foreign alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on for so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had two apiece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there wasn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I had to stay in the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized the only reason I've gotten so many cards of flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanaka was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them. But it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but he told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries had worked. So, I idly observed the scars that those surgeries have left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital. Although it was more like a storeroom for books, I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. And I would never be addicted to reading, trust me. I started feeling naked without a book in my hand. But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing. Sometimes, I paused in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear with that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely. I couldn't even cry. Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to tell me. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some sort of special occasion? It's not a party. There is this ritual in the head. Oh my god. There is this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then He casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Hasao. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medication sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hands and take a look for myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? Oh my god. The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in the sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contraindications, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day. I'm afraid that's the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I had felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken to your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please calm down, Hasao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. We understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that is wise for you to be without supervision. At least, not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So, I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff in it. It's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as boarding schools of sort. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? A school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you would make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple weeks back. I think you'll like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, people with your conditions usually tend to live long lives. You need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school. And while it's not the same one, a special school, that's an insult. That's what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just needs a little help in one way or another. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by disability. One of my colleagues in our hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I had always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell at something now, something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know now is futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that will make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of. What? That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that, at the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. It's 20 minutes, but I think I could go on for 30. Oh my god, the music's so beautiful! And the art... Act 1, Life Expectancy. Oh my god, so beautiful. Oh, even the background is beautiful. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. Actually, yeah, I'll just stop here. Wait. I think we should I'll go 40 minutes. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck thinking about the gate for too long. So I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. Oh my god, the art is so beautiful, it's so realistic. So I walked towards the main gate of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leaf canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought about that. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of the school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. Blue is. Purple, more. The darker the color, the more calming it is. Purple. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? ... Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life to return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous, and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. God, God, the art is so beautiful! A tall man with a bad posture notices me as I entered. We're the only people in this lobby, so it's only logical. You must be... Nikki? Nakai. So you are. I don't know why I'm giving it this twice, but it seems not fitting at all. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Mutao. I'll just call you homeroom teacher. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asks for you... Oh my god. The head nurse asks you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable, and I can't pronounce that word, in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? I forgot his voice already. Yeah, of course. Why? Let's be a brave asshole. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right. But it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest and keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Mutao, teacher, opens the door and enters. Good morning. Oh my god, I forgot his voice. And the painting in the back is scary. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Oh my god. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least, not this soon. Oh, this is a small class. Then again, they're disabled people, and they probably didn't have a lot. Oh my god, the music is so good. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious glances of my new classmates. Oh, all of them are so cute. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's a lot of space left over around and in between the desks. Is it just me or does that guy here look like Haruhi Suzumiya? I think I haven't watched it in a long time, so I don't remember her name. I know it's Haruhi Suzumiya, I think. But he looks like her. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and a high old-fashioned window, and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school, but then, why would they be here? They're probably like me, and have something wrong with them. Only, it's just not immediately obvious. Then, I noticed that one of the girls seemed to be missing the thumb of her right hand. Huh? It's a little jarring. Which girl? I have no idea who you're talking about. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduced me to the class. I noticed a flash of dark hair that seems to be looking at me. The girl with really long and straight hair that's really eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if to make her invisible. I post this everywhere on my computer. I can't see what I'm reading. There's only one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear end of the class. I have no idea who you're talking about. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rim of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with the pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her at the moment I walked in. Blaze, welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing and thanks for the applause I did not deserve. I'm sneaking like a robot, and it's mean to say you will cringe with the girl with one arm. Why would you cringe? I mean, I get it, but that's rude. At least you're not saying it out loud like an asshole. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, oh god, what's his voice? So, I'm Hisa Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along with everyone even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even though... Oh wait, everyone seems to be satisfied even with what little I had said. Though, a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. ... I listen to the teacher as she drones out about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist. Wait, what? The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. I don't know who you're talking about. It makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. Yeah, I'm gonna be cool. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain anything that you might want to know. And who else will be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignment and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow, the teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Alright, Hakamichi is right there. She's Sune Hakamichi. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Oh, God. Ha ha ha! I don't know how to do this. I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. She-chan? Oh, is she calling Shizune? She-chan! Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet careful, neatly brushed hair and a pair of oval-shaped glasses, balanced on the tip of her dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. ... She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and takes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who's better to explain things to you. I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was Shi-chan. Shi-chan's deaf. I always think deaf. I can't say it. Shi-chan's deaf, so I'm the person to translate things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. He-chan, right? Hik-chan. Hik-chan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say that out loud? It's just a surprise. I never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits! You look just like I imagined. Yeah, you look like a He-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. I'm gonna stop with the ... Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Oh, she stumbles like me! Misha stumbles with her hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, it will be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you should go there. Not just with the school either. Always, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shi-chan? Learn about where you're going. Oh god, that's not Misha. Learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, but Misha signs something that ends with a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like something over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed the test. Alright. Oh, Shizune is so cute. Both of them are cute. And another thing. You don't have to call Shi-chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shi-chan. Oh, you're blushing. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate? Why did the music stop? Yep. Shizune is fine. oh god. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she seems like that, just less so, I guess. Huh? Oh, right. We haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shi-chan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. That too! Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. Oh, you're cute. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through. Oh, crap. Can I, to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. Oh my god, the sound effects. It's perfect, this game. The clock tower bell rings, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Oh, the painting. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who's beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the hobby, where I've met Mito, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything else in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. I love this talking, even though there's no people in here. Well, in the background. Spacious. This is actually really crowded for a lunchroom. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite? Do you want to know something? What? About anything! We're your guys, so you should ask if there's... Oh god. We're your guys, so you should ask if there is something. I wonder. If I pick the deafness, would I come off as an asshole? Where's the menu button? Okay, I didn't check the menu. Oh, fuck. I really have no idea. Oh, we're at 40 minutes. I'll just stop it here. I'll find a way to save this because I don't know what the menu button is. So that's been part 1 of Katawa Shoujo. I hope you guys are liking this so far. I'm going to be continuing this, and you guys can comment down below what route you want me to take, because I know there's many routes, and I know there's many other girls, so you can comment and tell me which route you'd like me to go for, and you also comment about which choice I should pick. Not that it really matters, but I don't really care. So I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Bye!